Hey y'all, it's State Survivalist coming to you again with another, no, it's an instructional video. This time we're going to be doing a grass mat or a bedroll made out of grasses. Now, let's get some things straight. Let's understand the why, and then we'll actually physically do the work, right? One of the things about the blue tarp, a lot of you don't ever see me with a blue tarp, the ground is soaking wet and it is cold. So I'm trying to keep my body warm so I don't have to wear the big bulky jacket to go with it. That's one way to do it. So what do you have to have in order to make a grass mat? Now, you don't have to make a jig if you don't want to. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a jig to make this easier, and the reason being is because it makes it easier and it's a lot quicker. So what are you going to need for this? Number one, you're going to need a lot of grass. Yeah, no. Bank line in this case, paracord, cordage is what you need for that. I've got my more bushcraft black for cutting cord and tapering these. And what you're going to need is 4 sticks. Now these sticks are various sizes. 2 of them smaller, and these are going to be our pegs for our jig. And then you're going to need the 2 longer ones for the actual jig itself, so that you can actually do the weavings. And the reason for that, I'll show you as we go through and as we create this. It's not a difficult process, it's just time consuming. Once you've got it set up, you can pretty much do it pretty quickly and then go from there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the jig up, and then we'll start laying in the grasses, and I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so we got our jig made up, and you can see I've got a peg here, one of the long ones there, and one of the long ones there. Sorry, there. The reason being is because, I don't know if you can see it real well, but you see the bank line going down. And all we're doing is we're weaving, literally weaving. So we'll start it off by looping this around and then putting a bunch of grasses down. Lift up one of the sticks and then put the other layer down. Bring the other stick over, put the other one back down, and we keep repeating this process as it goes. So all we're doing is literally excuse me. So all we're literally doing is just taking and lifting up cordage, putting grass down, putting cordage back down. And so what happens is your cord goes like this, over under, over under, over under on both sides. Okay, over under, over under, over under. And what happens in the long run is when you tighten it all up, it becomes compressed and it doesn't go anywhere. What happens at the end of that is then you have the ability to go in and roll this up into one big grass mat. So when I'm done, that big mat of grass there will be my grass mat. It'll look a little nicer, be a little easier. Again, if you don't want to make a mat, keep in mind that's for transportation. You want to transport it somewhere, and you just want to use the grasses to lay on, that's your option. Okay, no big deal, no fuss, no muss. That's just the way it goes. So the biggest part, and probably the biggest question that we're going to face in this is, well, Bill, how long or how big does this need to be? Well, that's kind of up to you. All right, now my recommendation to try to keep you warm is to at least have it to where it's from your head to right below your butt cheek. Okay, so at your hamstring, so that you can actually go in and keep your body off the ground, or the core off the ground. And so what we'll do is we'll make this, in my case, it's probably going to be about 3 foot and maybe 4 foot long. Okay, that's what the end result's going to be. And you can see that with each bundle that I'm putting in about a handful plus. Okay, so a large handful, and my hands are pretty daggone big. So a big, large handful each single time that I lift up and put them back down, lift up and put them back down. All right, so I'm going to continue down this path, and then we'll come back and check and see what we're doing.
all I'm doing is just taking the last bit, put it all together, tightening it down. Each way I've gone in and pulled it tighter and tighter and tighter. Now with this last one, to make sure it's not going to come undone. Now I've got some loose grasses under there, so I'm going to bring in just a hair, and then we'll take and tie this down. What kind of knot you using, Bill? Just a simple overhand knot, and then double it. And we should be good to go. You can choose to cut off your extra if you want to, that's up to you. Now one thing I did do, so I was doing that last run, the cordage popped off. There it is. And I lost the end of it.
So that's it, guys. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Look at that. Up and down. Roll it all up. And then tote it as I need to. All right. Now keep in mind you're using a lot of grass because you want to make sure that you have enough if the filling falls out. And then the other side being is that you want to make sure you're tall enough off the ground, right? That's what it boils down to. All right, and that should fill up that space, exactly. All right, so there we go. Nice mat. Roll it out, and then lay it down on it. So, all right, fellas, there you go. Have a good one. This will make me a nice sleep mat, and we'll go from there.